Welcome back to Property Investing Education Series. We continue the deep dive into these subjects, and today in Chapter 2.7 we consider identifying emerging markets and growth areas. Identifying emerging markets and growth areas is essential for real estate investors seeking to capitalise on opportunities with high potential for appreciation and income growth. We want to be able to have the most efficient property investment outcome. And it's crucial for us when we're considering to invest that we understand market areas and potential growth. Here's a comprehensive guide on how to identify emerging markets and growth areas effectively. By identifying markets and growth areas proactively, real estate investors can position themselves to capitalise on the opportunities for value appreciation and maximise the income opportunities of the property type that they enter into. Conduct thorough research and monitor market trends and leverage local insights to identify promising investment opportunities in a dynamic and ever-changing, evolving real estate market. Consider market research and analysis at a macro level. Start by analysing macroeconomic factors such as GDP growth, employment trends, population growth and infrastructure investments at a national and a regional level and at a suburb level to identify regions, suburbs, locations with strong economic fundamentals. Understand at a macro level what that region is doing, what drivers and what drives that particular area. Then we drill down and understand what that area does from a micro level analysis. Drill down to the specific markets and sub-markets to assess local supply and demand dynamics, rental trends, demographic shifts, neighbourhood revitalisation, etc. Understand what employers are in the area, major employers, public employers, private employers, at a micro level to understand how that particular suburb or location may operate. Understand population growth and migration patterns. Look for markets experiencing robust population growth, inward migration, net and improvement of migration, and demographic shifts driven by factors such as job opportunities, lifestyle preferences, and affordability. Consider cities, regions, or suburbs with young and growing populations, as well as areas attracting retirees or remote workers seeking affordable housing and quality life amenities. All relevant subject topics depending on what property investment that you're wishing to embark upon: residential, commercial, specialised vehicles, specialised properties, etc. Understand job growth and economic diversity. Evaluate the markets with diverse and growing job sectors, including technology, healthcare, education, and professional services, which create demand for housing and commercial space. Monitor economic indicators such as unemployment rates, job creation, and business formations and corporate relocations to gauge economic strength and resilience, all at a regional and a sub-regional, smaller locale area. Understand the infrastructure investment and urban development that's happening in a region that you're wishing to invest. Identify markets undergoing significant infrastructure investment, transportation hubs, upgrades, or urban development projects such as transit expansions, airport expansions, universities, hospitals, revitalisation initiatives. Consider the impact that these infrastructure developments do to the local area for community drive and inspiration and development, employment. Understand the improvements on property values that could result as a result of this, due to the accessibility or change of accessibility and quality of life, amenity, which can attract residents, businesses, investors to emerging areas, and importantly, people's cash flows and opportunities for wanting to live in that particular area. Understand gentrification and revitalisation. Look for neighbourhoods or districts undergoing gentrification, urban renewal, or revitalisation efforts driven by investments in public infrastructure, historic preservation or private development projects. Assess the potential for value appreciation and income growth of gentrifying areas. balancing the opportunities with potential risks of displacement or affordability challenges. Understanding the education and healthcare facilities in a local area at a macro and a micro level. Consider markets with top-tier educational institutions, research centres, and healthcare facilities which attract students, faculties, researchers, medical professionals, driving demand for housing and commercial space, and more importantly, drives investment for the public sector and private sector as we wish to grow as a local community. Evaluate the quality of schools, universities, hospitals, medical facilities in the target market to gauge their impact on property values and rental demand. We know what it's like in some areas, that we have this desire to be close to good schools, good amenities, good hospitals. They drive a demand. They drive typically a higher demand in potentially cash and cash flow, which you may be the benefactor of with some of your property investment decisions. Understand your location from a tech and innovation hub. Explore markets with thriving technological ecosystems, innovation clusters and startup communities, which attract talent, money, venture capital investment and demand for office and residential space. Monitor the growth of technological companies. Incubators, accelerators and co-working spaces in emerging tech hubs to identify opportunities for real estate investment, residential, commercial or otherwise. Understand the market segments and investor interest. Pay attention to market segments and market sentiment within those segments to really gauge the investor interest, and media coverage to particular emerging property investment markets and growth areas, which can signal market momentum, attract capital inflows and drive property values and rental incomes that you may be able to obtain. Network with local real estate agents and professionals, developers, investors. Go to seminars and information sessions. Listen to community leaders to gain insights into emerging trends, what's happening in the local areas at a macro and a micro level. Understand the market dynamics and investment opportunities. Thanks for staying the course. These are big subjects. In the next video, we'll finalise a deep dive by evaluating supply and demand dynamics. See you then, and happy investing. Bye for now.